I presented 2 memos to Council today, which Council has approved. The first memo seeks to give contract for design, supply, and installation of 1 by 60 MVA, 132 33 kV transmission substation with associated 4 by 132 kV line bay extension at Hong local government in Adamawa State, in favor of Messrs. Associate Power Solution Engineering Limited in the sum of 6,529,589,637 naira 28 kobo, consisting of 2 components. One is the offshore and the onshore. The offshore is 6,932,289.20, and the onshore is 3,337,250,789 naira 77 kobo at the CBN's prevailing exchange rate and 7.5% VAT. Delivery period is 24 months. This seeks to raise the capacity of the supply around that area, and is going to affect so many towns and villages, very important local government headquarters around that area. It's going to affect Song, who is a local government headquarters in Adamawa State. Gombe is also another local government headquarters. Garkida town, then Hong. Hong is also a town along that road. Then Mubi, Wuba, Michika, Madagali. There is an existing 132 that passes through this area. So what we are doing now is to drop a substation there. The hope is by the time all these interventions we are making on the grid reaches up to 11,000 and thereabout, that area will be able to withstand and take it up. So this is the intervention. And the second memo also is to procure power transformers and associated spare parts for the TCN to be deployed to 6 locations as follows. 1 is to Eyede in Oyo State, to Messrs. T&D Technologies Limited, offshore 1.8 billion. The onshore is 98 million. Then the second one is Gusau in Zamfara State. Same project to Messrs. Bashar Limited. The third one is Kankia in Katsina State, to enjoy the same project to be supplied by Messrs. Farmer Grid Energy Limited. Mina, Niger State, is also to enjoy same project to Messrs. Crosswall Global Technology Limited. Then the fifth one is to Okearo in Ogun State to enjoy the same transformer. Then the sixth one is in Damaturu, Yobe State. This one is very peculiar because, as you may be aware, for over 1 year, Maiduguri has not been enjoying full electricity. We were able to take electricity supply through an old line of 33 kV, which we repaired and restored, and were able to take 10 megawatts to Maiduguri over a 130-something kilometers on a 33 single circuit. We restored that around 3 to 4 months or thereabout. So they are enjoying, but very little. By the time the electricity reaches Maiduguri, it reached there with just like 6 or 7 megawatts because of losses along the way. So, and the idea is, as you are also aware, that the 330 that took power to Maiduguri was vandalized by insurgents. And we tried a number of times to restore it. They will go back and pull down the towers. So we now decided to take, in the meantime, electricity through the 33, which they are enjoying, but not as they may like it to be. It's been rationed around the town. So we are currently procuring another 33 double cycle, new one, to Maiduguri along the same route. So the idea is, if someone tampers with it, it's easy to restore it within a day or two. Unlike the bigger one, which is the 330, which takes weeks or months to restore because it's in the bush. So as it is now, even the one that we have restored, we have been doing hide and seek. Sometimes they will pull 1, 2 poles, we will repair, and this is why we are doing this endeavor by the roadside. It's easy to keep on restoring it back. But currently, we have returned back the contractor to restore the main 330 that was vandalized some time back. So in order to have enough electricity for Damaturu and environs from that substation in Damaturu and take some to Maiduguri, this project seeks to boost the capacity of Damaturu substation. So this is the third one, the sixth one, which is also going to Messrs. 6 rigs management at the cost of 6,717,673.13, and the local component is 1,313,323,271.25 kobo. This is for the Damaturu upgrade injection transformer. So the total approved for this is the dollar component is 22,616,33, and the naira component is 5,141,954,927 naira 2 kobo. And the council graciously approved the 2 memos. Thank you very much. Yeah, yes, I am very confident that we'll get out of the situation. If you look at the various interventions that have been going on, it's a matter of time. We have, the NESI is a young industry up to now, Nigeria electricity supply industry. Yes, I agree with you, we have a lot of challenges, and it's not that we are sleeping over them. We are up and doing, we are tackling them as they come. Some we have pulled them down, some we are pulling them down. This is a sector whereby you have so many players, so many. Responsibilities are vested on so many people. In fact, even some who are not given any responsibility interfere. We have challenges around, just as you mentioned, the issue of vandalism. We have vandalism on our lines, vandalism on our stations, substations. We have those ones that affect us indirectly, directly affect us, but the infrastructure is not directly our own, like vandalism around oil pipelines, which affect the gas, and once you don't get gas to power, you don't get the megawatts. Once there is no power coming from the generators, you know what that means. So we are working round the clock to ensure that we nip everything in the bud. For instance, this Maiduguri issue that you have particularly mentioned, yes, through our thinking out of the box, we're able to take electricity to Maiduguri, and people are enjoying it. Yes, we are facing a lot of security challenges in this country. We have challenges around our installations in Kaduna. As I'm talking to you now, we have been battling with one of our lines that snapped towards Shiroro. We have 2 lines coming from there. One, we cannot even go there to inspect and see what is wrong because of the security challenges. We have issues around right-of-ways, which I have talked to you here about, which we are pulling down some are still lingering, but we are facing them head-on. So I'm confident if we remain on our post without giving up, we'll surmount all these problems. And I can, as I'm talking to you now, yesterday we signed and reactivated contracts with the operators, GEMCO, TCN, and the distributors. We have earmarked certain amount of electricity that every one of them must sign off. And it's been regulated by NAC. They had the ceremony yesterday. Now what that means is you have a firm commitment from whoever generates. What he says he's going to give, he must give. Otherwise, there will be penalty. He must give. Otherwise, there will be penalty. And he has signed off. TCN has signed off. The discourse has signed off. So now from there, that was why if you have heard in the news, the chairman of NAC, Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commissions, mentioned something about from 1st of July, Nigeria will start to enjoy electricity. This is the process towards that. So that, and I don't want you to relent in your aspiration in seeing that we are out of this situation. We have to work together, and it's everybody's responsibility. You have to cheer us up when we tell you what we are doing, because that will also give us more encouragement. Thank you. I'm coming to seamen. I promise here that each time I come, you are not here at that time. She was not here, isn't it? I say each time I come here, you don't have to ask me seamen. I will cap it up with seamen. So I have that in mind. So if you can wait, if I finish this, then I will bring our position on seamen. I promise here when you were not here the last time I was here. Yeah. Then Abuja. Yes. Last week there was a press release from Abuja Disco that told us what is going on around. Around the franchise. There is massive intervention going around the Abuja franchise area by the distribution company. They are planting a lot of transformers, drawing lines, and they have communicated to us last week. I saw their communication, and I am aware of what is going on. So you will see a lot of load shedding going on. Sometimes 24 hours in a particular area. Yes, they have been working, and I believe some of you must have been seeing them. I have been seeing them around doing some things. This is what is going on. You know, there was a change in the management, and we are pushing them to sit up now. And they are working to ensure that they give good electricity around this franchise. So this is what is happening around Abuja currently. Then the 40 years, 40 years, who, Mr. Ejiro? Mr. Ejiro, take it easy, okay? Yeah, you see, if you go back 40 years back and look at all other sectors in this country, 40 years back, I think we have plans, and we have been following those plans, our development plans from the 60s, 70s, 5-year development plans, and we have been following that until when we came around sometime in the late 80s or thereabout, when we abandoned that course. We brought a lot of visions, this and that. And I have said it here a number of times. We have neglected our infrastructures for a very long time, 40 years, 30 years. It is not only on the power sector. It is now that we are giving attention back to restoring what we have neglected. And we don't have the funding to do that. You know that. So, but with all the various interventions going on, just look at them. What are we doing? What are the challenges around these interventions we are doing? The national grid, yes, I agree with you. We should, even the president said something about this recently, that we are trying to compartment the grid. Yes, we have policies around mini-grid now, which is going on everywhere. Mini-grid, off-grid. We have policies around that, which in some cases you have up to 200, 150 megawatts. What is off-grid? The reason we are not bringing everything on the grid because most of these sources are from solar sources. And you know the solar has this issue of intermittency of supply, which if you bring on the grid now, you bring all the mini grids, and the grid is not yet having a base load that we are supposed to have, you know we will have some issues. So we are trying to raise the capacity of the grid and looking at also the mini grid around and the country. We are pursuing about 1,000 megawatts of solar through about 14 developers, which we have reached financial and technical position now, which is still being chased. So so many things are being done. So we require patience and understanding. we are not relenting, and we will keep on pushing until we reach to the promised land. I believe this answers most of the questions. Now, seamen. Yes, you want to ask something? Please. Even though I'm not the moderator. Okay. Silver. Okay, Silver Brad. Please, can you speak in a way that I can understand what you're saying?
Okay, when it comes to the issue of oil and gas, significant arrests have been made, to those who, vandalize oil facilities and all. But from what I've deduced, all they've been saying here, lamented the issue of vandals hitting power facilities. So I cannot help but wonder, what is your ministry doing deliberately to experiment this situation? Because I cannot help, I'm beginning to wonder if by the time you're able to stabilize the power grid, for instance, how safe is it? Because before we know it, we're back to the same situation with the light and we're going back and forth. So what exactly are you doing to solve this?
Thank you very much. I didn't catch your name. Onjo. Okay, Silver. On. Okay. Yeah. You see, this issue of vandalism is generic. It's something that is not only restricted to our own infrastructure. You mentioned oil and gas. There have been arrests. It might be there have been also arrests in the power sector, but they keep on coming. They don't stop. So the security personnel are working around the clock also, which is their responsibility to ensure that they nip that situation in the bud. We have been collaborating with them. We have been working with them, with the military, the police, and all the security agencies. We don't have the means. Is the security agencies that have that mandate to ensure that they stop all these things from happening. So we are working with them closely.
Let me ask a follow-up on that. Now, you know what is happening in my area, where they keep, where they engage in constant vandalism of your equipment.
Say our. You are also part of us now. This is the sense I want us to have. It's all ours. That's why I say it's our responsibility. It's all of us together.
Beyond that, we also have a situation in Nigeria, Chiruru, mentioned Chiruru. What is or what are the security agencies telling you, in terms of arresting the situation, you lose the flashpoint security flashpoint in the area of Chiruru, and have they made any attempt to make sure that those bandits that are preventing assets are taken care of? What are they also saying in the area, the northeast, as far as
I think before you finish, this question, you better ask the security personnel. What they do is also security. They don't tell us, They don't tell us their modus operandi because it's sacred to them. So, I think they have one slot at a time. I thought that I'm not a security man. And I told you that we have been working with them. Our own is to report to them that this is what has happened, and they cooperate with us. And once they carry their guns and go into the bush, they don't go with us. Okay? So this is the. So let me. Is there another question? Okay.
Last question, and then
You are already asking, are you not a Nigerian? See, I have to get back to you. I can't tell you offhand what the figure of that vandalism, what the cause is. So I will have to get back to you on that. And let me fulfill my promise of always updating you with the PPI intervention, which you ordinarily call semen. Gloria was not around here the time I made that promise. So that's why she was only left on her own to be asking the question. So, the Presidential Power Initiative, as you are all aware, is a government-to-government collaboration, Nigeria government and the German government, which is going to be implemented by Siemens under the supervision of SPV, Special Purpose Vehicle, which is the FGN Power Core, with the management team and the board governing that SPV. The chairman of the board is the Minister of Finance. I am the vice chairman of that board with some of our colleagues as members. So we have been working on that. We lost a lot of time due to COVID, due to other things, but since December or thereabout, we have been improving on the speed, which led to the procurement of the 10 mobile substations and the 10 power transformers, which I followed up on that with a team. We went to Germany in April, sometime in April, to go and talk with the Siemens CEO and his team to press them for timeline for delivery, which they gave us, and I came here and told you that the timetable is September, October, November, December. They will deliver the 10 Mobitra transformers. And the substations are also 10 substations. But you know, substation is not just one component. It's on a deck. So many parts, transformer, this and everything. It's a complete substation, which takes time to also prepare. So they told us the substation may go into January to May next year to be delivered. So we have the timetable. We have been chasing them on that. And the good news now is that they have just invited us for the factory test of the power transformers, which around 28th or 23rd of this month, we'll go to July, we'll go to Turan in Italy to go and do the factory test, and for the ones that they will deliver in September. Then subsequently we'll continue with the factory testing for the October then and until they finish the delivery. So that is not all. This is just for the quick win. For the phase one of the delivery of the intervention, which is going to be in 3 phases, as you are aware. Now, the first one is to get the quick win. So as soon as we get these 10 transformers, we have been working and we have identified where we are going to install them across the country so that they give us the initial boost that we have been seeking for. So we have already gone around the country, and some places that we have not reached, we are going there to ensure that what we have there, because this is a brownfield, so already there may be a best for the transformers to be installed. So we are now checking to see is the base adequate? Do we require more things? So these are the things that we are doing, getting preparation for them to bring these ones and quickly install. And the EPC, which is going to be on 140 substations, is a contract for upgrading these substations and building new. Some of the EPC are going to work on brownfields, which are existing ones, and then the green fields are new substations. So as I'm talking to you now, we have just gave the contractors the bidding documents, which they will return, and I will have a meeting with them next week. So it's in the process of procurement also, so that they can move to site to start a work on that. Then I think it's on course, and we are having sleepless nights trying to ensure that we deliver that project, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister.
Any more question? Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Minister.
You're welcome.
I hear that you always tell them.
Yeah, I promise. I kept to mind.